Hi, welcome back to Therapy Designs. If you're new to this channel, my name is Kelly, and this channel is all about print-on-demand everything, not only what to do, but how to do it. So if that is something that you're interested in, please hit like and subscribe and stick around. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and jump forward to Q1 of 2024 and talk about the niches that sell and what you should be designing for in preparation of the first quarter of 2024. Again, we are a couple months away, about a month and a half away, which is a good time to start your designing. You do want to make sure you start getting those designs up, usually at least a month in advance, if not more. So now is the time that we should start thinking about these. So I'm going to go over a bunch of different niches that we can work on for each month of Q1. So go ahead and stick around. Okay, so we're starting with January. Now, not too much goes on in January. You've got the obvious big one, which is New Year's, which is immediately after Christmas. So as you should already have a lot of your Christmas stuff up, you should also be having all of your New Year's stuff up now too. So anything for New Year's Eve and 2024, now is the time that you want to start working on those. And I am going to go over some videos of how to make different designs for a lot of these niches going forward here. So that is a big one in January. Another big one in January is the 100 day of school niche. Now, depending on the school district, this will fall somewhere in January or in February. It really just depends on when school started, but you want to be aware of it and start getting your stuff ready now for the 100 day of school niche. If you haven't heard of this before, all you have to do is go on Amazon, look up 100 day of school shirts, and you will see a ton. These do sell really huge every year. Now, you also have Martin Luther King Day is in January on the 16th, and so if you want to be designing for that, you would want to do it starting now. And then just some like generic ones, because we're starting a new year. Any of the ones that you would normally make for, any given year, you want to go ahead and start for 2024. So for example, if you were making retirement shirts, you would want all of your retirement shirts for 2024 up and ready. If you were making like new dad, new grandpa, new aunt kind of shirts for 2024, you would want to start working on those and getting those up. And then just generic winter designs. Winter sports are a big one. So you can start doing snowboarding, skiing, all those kinds of things. Start getting those up and ready for January. So then we have February, and so there's a lot more going on in February, and then there'll be a lot more going on in March. So in February, the obvious one is Valentine's Day. That is on the 14th of February every year. Also in February, Black History Month. So that is another huge selling niche. And so Black History Month shirts sell big every year. So if you haven't gotten into that niche, you definitely want to start. It is also Heart Disease Awareness Month, and so the color that is associated with that is red. So if you want to make some heart-healthy shirts, that's a great idea too. On the 20th, you have President's Day every year, and so for President's Day shirts, just any of the basic patriotic type shirts. You can do some of the presidents drinking beer or any of just the other general red, white, and blue stars and stripes kind of designs are good. We also have a Groundhog's Day is February 2nd every year. So if you want to do a shirt for Groundhog's Day, that's a unique one that you may not have thought of. You also have World Cancer Day. That is on February 4th every year. So that's another big one. Mardi Gras. So this year, Mardi Gras will be on February 13th. And so if you want to be designing for Mardi Gras stuff, remember February 13th this year, we've got Mardi Gras starting. We also have football season. Now, you can't design specifically for the Super Bowl, obviously, but you can do a lot of generic football watching type of shirts. This year, that is going to fall on the 11th, and so you want to get any of those football style tailgating designs up before obviously well before the 11th, but in preparation for the big game on the 11th. And then another huge one in February is going to be Chinese New Year. So this year, or this coming year, On February 10th of 2024, it is going to be the year of the dragon. And so if you are designing for Chinese New Year, you want to go ahead and get some a year of the dragon style designs up. Okay, and lastly, for quarter one, we have our March niches, and there's a lot going on in March as well. Pi Day is in March. That is 314 in honor of pi, which is 3.14 and goes on forever. So there's a ton of funny Pi Day designs up there for mathematics teachers and students, and just anybody who wants to celebrate Pi Day. International Women's Day is also in March, and so that is another big one that you guys can be designing for. International Women's Day is on the 8th every March. Of course, we have St. Patrick's Day. That's on the 17th every March, and so there's always a ton of funny St. Patrick's Day designs up. You'll definitely want to cross niche and try to niche down to find something kind of specific, because it is a very competitive niche, because obviously there are a ton of people. Everybody's jumped into St. Patrick's Day designs, so you can start thinking about those. We also have some awareness months going on. So starting in March, we have Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, and the color associated with that would be the green ribbon. So if you want to do some green ribbon designs. It is also Multiple Sclerosis Month, and the color associated with that would be orange. So you've got your orange ribbon designs. It is also Traumatic Brain Injury Month, which is again another green ribbon. So there's only so many colors, and there's a lot of causes, and so there's a lot of overlapping ribbon colors, so we can be specific with that. We also have World Down Syndrome Day, which is 3/21. That is because in Down syndrome you have 3 of the 21st chromosome, and so that is why it is Down Syndrome Day. It is not Down Syndrome Month, however, so don't confuse day with month, but you can definitely make some just generic Down syndrome style designs. We have Dr. Seuss's birthday on March 2nd. Again, you cannot do Dr. Seuss specific things. Be very careful with that, but you can definitely do some rhyming and reading style designs, and so you can come up with some creative ways to work on the designs that may sell for that. We also have, spring starts on the 19th of March. So if you want to start thinking about some spring style designs, we also usually will have a spring break starting in March, obviously depending on the school district or whatnot, but it is a good time to start thinking about spring break style designs, and we'll get more on that when we get a little bit closer. And then lastly, we have epilepsy. There is a purple day on 3/26. Again, this does not mean that it is epilepsy month. There is just a purple day on 3/26 for epilepsy. So don't forget to do some designs for all of these other niches that may not be as big. You may not think about them, but there's typically a lot less competition in the ones that, don't immediately come to mind, like St. Patrick's Day. So I will be doing videos coming up on designs for some of these different niches as we move forward. And so if you have any questions about this, drop it in the comment section below. I try to get back to everybody as quickly as I can. I hope you guys are doing well since we're into our 4th quarter. I hope everything is up and ready for 4th quarter, and I want you guys to start thinking ahead at next year and what kinds of awesome designs that you can make in preparation for quarter 1. So I hope to see you guys again next week, and take care. That's it for today's video. If you found that useful and would like to see more videos with helpful tips and tricks, be sure to hit like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the weekly videos. As always, keep growing and stay creative, and we'll see you next time.